Welcome to Episode 8 of Matriarchs of the Wilderness, Law and Liberty, the Rights of Widows. In the rugged, unforgiving landscape of 17th century New France, survival was a daily struggle. Yet for a remarkable group of women, this new world offered something almost unthinkable in the old: power, autonomy, and legal standing. While their European counterparts were often rendered legally invisible upon marriage, the widows of this burgeoning colony navigated a unique legal and social environment that allowed them not only to survive, but also to thrive. Based on extensive research into the historical fiction novel The Point of No Return by Sharon Desrousseaux, this episode examines how these resilient women transformed personal tragedy into a legacy of independence and leadership, wielding an influence that would have been unimaginable in France. To understand the unique position of widows in New France, we must first look to the legal framework that governed the colony, the Coutume de Paris, or the Custom of Paris. This system of civil law, imported from the mother country, established a community of property between husband and wife. Upon marriage, all assets, debts, and property acquired by either spouse were pooled into a shared estate. While the husband was the legal administrator of this estate during his lifetime, his death did not automatically strip his wife of her claim. Instead, the widow was legally entitled to half of the community property. This was a crucial distinction from many other legal systems of the era, which often held that a deceased husband's property reverted to his male heirs or to his own family, leaving the widow dependent on their charity. Armed with this legal right, the widows of New France became formidable economic forces. Suddenly, women who had spent their lives as partners in a family enterprise found themselves at the helm. They were not merely caretakers of their late husband's legacy. They were the new administrators, with the legal authority to manage vast estates, run businesses, and oversee agricultural operations. Historical records are filled with accounts of these enterprising women. We see them managing fur trade operations, operating taverns and inns, and supervising the production and sale of goods from their farms. They weren't merely continuing their husband's work. They were expanding it, making strategic decisions, and contributing directly to the colony's economic vitality. These women were employers, landowners, and respected members of the commercial community. Their signatures carried legal weight in contracts, and their voices held authority in business dealings. This newfound economic power often translated into significant social and legal influence. Widows were not afraid to use the colonial court system to defend their rights and protect their assets. They appeared before judges to collect debts, resolve land disputes, and challenge the claims of opportunistic relatives or business partners. Far from being passive figures, these women were active participants in the legal life of New France. Their presence in the courtroom demonstrated a congruence, sophisticated understanding of their legal standing, and a determination to uphold it. This public role challenged the conventional gender norms of the 17th century, where women's lives were expected to confine to the private, domestic sphere. In the courts and marketplaces of Quebec, Trois-Rivières, and Montreal, the widows of New France were anything but invisible. The stories of these matriarchs attest to their resilience and adaptability. Women such as Marie Barbe de Boulogne, who, after her husband's death, successfully managed a vast seigneury, and Agathe de Saint-Peur, who established a textile industry in Montreal, exemplify the spirit of these pioneers. They turned the profound personal loss of widowhood into an opportunity for unprecedented independence. In a society in which a woman's identity was closely tied to her husband, women forged new identities as leaders, entrepreneurs, and foundational pillars of their communities. Their legacy is woven into the fabric of early Canadian history, a powerful reminder that even in the harshest circumstances, strength and leadership can emerge from the most unexpected places. These women were not just survivors. They were architects of a new society. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Matriarchs of the Wilderness. For more mini documentaries exploring the incredible lives of the women who built New France, please check out the other videos in this playlist and on our channel, which is named after the novel The Point of No Return. The rebooted book, complete with added graphics and historical details, is available now on Audible and Amazon. We'll see you next time.